Hey everybody, this is the Career and Technical Education Department with Stanley County Schools. We appreciate you turning in to our first ever Future Focus Friday. Today we are talking about the Plant Systems Career Pathway, which comes out of the Agriculture, Food Resources Career Cluster. So let's get started with some quick introductions of our CTE leadership team. First up, we have Sandy Brundon. Can you wave, Sandy? Sandy is our CTE curriculum specialist. Next, we have Talina Gooch. Talina is the career development coordinator for North and Albemarle area schools. Then we have Karen Brown. Wave, Karen. Karen is the career development coordinator for the South and West area schools. These ladies are your source for career development. If you're not sure what you want to do or what career-related courses you should take, you need to go see them. Or maybe you know what you want to do and you want to do an internship. Either way, they are most definitely will get you on the right track. But let's get to it. Sandy, will you introduce our next set of guests?
Absolutely. With us today, we have all of our agriculture teachers. They're here to talk to you about the Plant Systems Career Pathway. Let me introduce you to them. From North Stanley High School, we have Miss Danielle Rushing. Also from North Stanley, we have Mr. Jarrett Elliott. From South Stanley High School, we have Miss Casey Lemons. And from West Stanley High School, we have Miss Natalie Rogers. We're going to put up on the screen all of the courses that we offer in this pathway and ask our teachers to give you a brief description of each. And will the next teacher please talk to us about ag apps?
It goes a little bit more in depth in regards to talking about animal science, natural resources, horticulture, and so, just kind of covering all parts of agriculture. And so just gets you started within the agriculture industry or in the career aspect of taking ag classes at the high school level.
Ms. Rogers, will you continue and tell us about Horticulture 1?
Yes. So Horticulture 1 talks about plants. And when we talk about or go into Horticulture 1, so hopefully as you've taken ag apps, you have, like I said, got your feet wet, and maybe you decided to go into horticulture, and the starting class will be Horticulture 1. And so we will learn the fundamentals of plant science, where we learn about parts of a plant. We talk about the importance of the soil and all the nutrients it goes involved in regards to keeping our plants healthy and growing. We also talk about pest management and much more. And the fun part, we get to learn about 70 different plants in Hort 1. And so you can actually go out and be able to identify these plants and learn about how to properly grow them. And then obviously at the school, we have the greenhouse that we're able to utilize for labs and get you guys to work hands-on with the plants.
For those of you who really like horticulture, we also have a second level within that area. And Ms. Rushing, will you tell us about Horticulture 2?
So Horticulture 2 is just an extension and more in depth of Horticulture 1. So once you have that good foundational knowledge from agri-science applications, where you get a little bit of horticulture, then you get Horticulture 1 and you get a really good solid foundation, then you can continue in Horticulture 2. And it goes more in depth. So we talk about greenhouses, we talk about the greenhouse structure, how to manage a greenhouse, all the different controls that go into greenhouse and technology in the greenhouse. We also talk about greenhouse plants, and we talk about nurseries, how nurseries are managed and how nurseries market their products. And then we also talk about landscaping, landscape design. How would you design a landscape? What kind of plants would you put in a landscape? We talk about landscape plants. Then we talk about turf grass and all different types of grasses, how to take care and maintain those grasses. So like how to have a beautiful looking lawn. That's something that you can take away from that. And then we talk about floriculture. So we talk about florists and floral plants, so more flowering plants, how to make designs, how to make flower arrangements and different designs. And then we talk about those different plants and learn the different plants that go into those designs. So it's kind of a build up from Horticulture 1, and you learn more plants in Horticulture 2 to add to your knowledge.
Thanks, everyone. Those classes sound like a lot of fun. You'll also notice that students can have the opportunity to extend their knowledge with advanced studies and internships and also earn credentials. Now we're going to hear from Casey Lemons, our newest agriculture teacher and a Stanley County Schools graduate. Casey, as a former ag student from North Stanley High School, can you tell us about your high school experience with agriculture classes and FFA and how that shaped your career path?
Yes, ma'am. So as they said, I am the newest ag teacher here. I actually just graduated from NC State in May. So I'm starting this program at South Stanley, and I'm super excited about that. But my experiences at North Stanley High School really helped me to figure out what I wanted to do whenever I grew up. So my ag classes and the FFA experience I had the greatest memories of my life, and I will always remember those. I took an ag class every semester that I could because I loved learning those real life skills that it gave me. I joined FFA when I was a freshman, and so I did it for all 4 years, and 3 of those years I was actually an officer. So if y'all would have seen the little shy freshman that I was, FFA really helped me kind of blossom and learn how to be a leader and grow as both an officer and as a person. So it also helped me prepare to go to college. In all of your ag classes, you talk a lot about careers, and I was like dead set on being a vet. And then I realized all those years of college may not be for me. So being able to be in these ag classes, you learn a lot about different careers that you can kind of go towards. So in the horticulture, there's so many different options, from working at the garden center at Lowe's all the way to being an agronomist for the state. There's so many different career options. And I was just really glad to have this experience and kind of learn what career I wanted to do. I really enjoyed the FFA competitions, the field trips, the conventions, the awards, and the experiences, because they made me who I am today. And so I'm really thankful for the impact that North Stanley FFA had on me as a person and kind of made me into who I am. So I hope to have the same impact on others, and that's what led me to be an ag teacher. Just as Mr. Blake at North Stanley had inspired me, I wanted to help impact others in the future. So I really hope that y'all will take the opportunity to take an ag class and also discover unique careers and get that same impact that I did through FFA. So I hope you guys will learn how to reach your career goals through your ag classes and your other CTE courses as well. So thank you again, Mr. Blake, and thank you, North Stanley FFA, for preparing me to be able to do what I love and teach ag now.
Thank you so much, Casey. We are so very lucky to have you back in Stanley County Schools as a teacher. I have seen you in action, and she does a wonderful job. We also have with us today Mr. Caleb Lemons from North Stanley High School. Caleb, can you tell us about your horticulture classes and the types of things that you do in them?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Caleb Lemons, and I'm in North Stanley High School, and I've learned a lot about careers in horticulture and how FFA can help me prepare for those careers. I've also learned about biological terms used for plants. My favorite thing we have done is transplanting. I enjoyed learning how to transplant by doing it in the greenhouse at North Stanley. I have also used what I have learned in horticulture class to help my grandma with her garden. Thank you, Mr. Elliott, for being a great horticulture teacher and teaching me reusable skills I can use later in life.
Thanks, Caleb. It sounds like you're learning a lot and having fun too. Last but not least, we would like to introduce you to one of our industry partners, Brian Henson.
Thank you, Mandy.
Brian is the greenhouse manager for Lucky Clays Fresh in Norwood, North Carolina. Brian, thank you for being here. Will you please tell us about Lucky Clays greenhouses, what you grow, how you grow it, and where we can buy it?
Yes, thank you, Mandy, for the introduction. My name is Brian Henson. I'm the greenhouse manager here at Lucky Place Fresh in Norwood, North Carolina. So here we grow leafy greens like butterhead lettuce, romaine lettuce, mustard, kale, chard, as well as herbs like basil, mint, and chives in our 43,000 square foot commercial hydroponic greenhouse. We grow for customers like Harris Teeter and also several restaurants and food markets in the Charlotte area. You can find our local produce in Norwood at 110 Main and Reservoir Coffee. We are also currently starting up a plant propagation bay in our greenhouse for annual vegetables and perennial fruit and nut tree production, which will be for sale to the public and for us to use here on our farm. These products will be for sale in 2021 right here on the farm.
Thank you. I've toured your facility and it's some operation. So let's talk about what you look for in an employee. You heard our teachers and students talk about the horticulture classes that we offer. Did it sound like they would be beneficial to someone starting out in your industry? And what other characteristics do you look for in your employees?
Absolutely, Mandy. As a board member of the CTE program, I'm 100% invested in this program's value to all the students in Stanley County. I think the education and experience that this curriculum offers is just invaluable to future employees. And just like our company, many employees want people that have some experience and that they know they want to be in this business. So we don't want someone that just wants to give it a try. Employers are very invested in their workers, so they want to hire workers who are invested in their company. It takes a lot of time and a lot of money to hire, to train, and to educate and develop employees. And if you already have some of those skills and experience, whether that's from education or from internships or from on-the-job training, that gives you a real advantage over others who might have not have taken that initiative early on. So yes, take all the vocational classes that you can and learn a trade, learn a skill, and learn how to do something.
Thank you, Brian. We appreciate your time and the time of all of our guests for today's Future Focus Friday, featuring the career pathway of plant systems. If you haven't already, please go to www.ctestanley.com and follow us on all of our social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.